Leading members of the
Colliery near Barnsley. The pits are among the 10 the government wants to shut as part of its plan to radically reduce the size of the industry. Although ministers have said any closure will not be sanctioned until there's been a review of each pit's viability, there's a feeling among many miners that the decision has already been made. David Hurst reports from Grimethorpe, the community made famous by the colliery and its band.
With looks of despondency, miners arrived at Grimethorpe Colliery early this morning to clock on for what could be the last day shift at the mine. They find it difficult to understand how a pit which has made a £2 million profit this year can be facing closure. Almost 160 of the 800 men have already been offered and accepted redundancy terms. Yet even as the day shift emerged from underground, the spirit of some remained unbroken, in spite of their uncertain future.
The last 3 years we've been producing coal at a profit. We just find that it's economical madness the way that they're closing the colliery down. And we think it's disgusting that the MPs that's voting to close this colliery down haven't even visited the colliery.
I mean, that's it. We've done. Kaput. Finished.
Are you taking redundancy?
Yeah, you've got to, haven't you? No doubt.
It seems a pity because there's 2 faces that can be sheared, and why don't we let us see for these 90 days instead of sending men home, paying them full money, just sit home and doing nothing really. When majority of men want to be actually down pit, shearing the coal and earning themselves a bit of money.
Those miners who haven't already accepted redundancy will be asked to report for duty on Monday. About 150 of them will be involved in the care and maintenance of the pit. The rest will probably be sent home. What happens after that will depend on the outcome of a hearing in the High Court when the NUM seeks to halt the pit closure programme.
It's a depressing day. I mean, obviously it's last day production. We believe that British Coal should continue production until the end of the 90-day period. We've taken an injunction out from Grimethorpe and Open Main, which I'm led to believe has been adjourned till Tuesday. It just seems foolish and foolhardy not to produce coal for the 90-day period while we're still here.
If the inquiry was in favour of the mines continuing to work, they would continue without any difficulty. The mines would be in a position to continue working.
Support and sympathy hasn't shifted from the miners since the closures were announced. But with the odds stacked so heavily against coal, sympathy is unlikely to save this industrial symbol from which the village of Grimethorpe has drawn its lifeblood for almost a century.
Miners, from being 15, 16 years of age, have always had money in their pocket. It's when they will be out money, without jobs, that the future is going to look very, very bleak. It talks about coal, that the old miners passing on the tales in the colliery, incidents what's happening in and around the colliery. They're no longer going to be. I mean, it's going to be history, you know, you're going to read about the mines in history books.
Grimethorpe Colliery would have celebrated its centenary year in 1994. In the current economic climate, there appears to be little room for sentiment in the British coal industry.
David Hurst reporting. The Post Office has been hearing the case of a postman from Skip